Hi everyone, this is February Psychic Insight with Wana. It's about love and relationships. Please be mindful of the fact that I'm not going to look at your star sign or from your star sign's energy placement, but from the star sign of the person you are in love with, whether in a relationship or just hopeful of a relationship. For some reason, as opposed to before when I was guided to do separate videos for those in love with women of a certain star sign and with men of a certain star sign, when it came to Virgos, I mean, I did Aries and Taurus and it jumped straight to Virgos anyway. It said to me that I can do them both in the same video, so you will just have to be patient and bear with me. I don't know whether I can speak about the women first and then the men, because I don't know how the insight is going to be given to me. Speaking of that, I also want you to understand that I'm not always reading the cards, so don't worry about what you see and what I say. They might not be your own interpretation, but that is because I don't read the cards. They help me focus. I love them. They're beautiful. They give me insight as well, but I go with the psychic messages that I get through rather than reading the cards themselves. Another point that I wanted to make was, whenever possible, I will try to separate the two. If I can't, I can't. So as I said, I'll just go with whatever I'm being given. Also, I apologize because I'm not feeling well. My voice is croaky. I'll be coughing probably quite a bit. But I want to get these out for you and hopefully be of some assistance in bringing you peace of mind and heart in this beautiful month of love. And if I'm lucky, or if you are lucky and I'm well, which I believe I will because I'm a Reiki master anyway, so I'll be doing healing, I'll get well, and I will do my best to give you some Valentine specials as well. Anyway, let's see what insight we are being granted. For those in love with Virgo women, please be aware of the fact that these women are very family orientated. So if you just want to mess around, there is, you can only do it to a certain point. Mess around, I'm not, accusing you of messing around in the, bad way of the word. But if you're not ready to settle down and have a family or a proper settled relationship, you need to look at the person and see whether there is compatibility, because they are up for fun, but only to a certain point or a certain age. It depends on each individual. You need to pay attention to the person you're in love with anyway, because it's important to determine whether you're compatible as relationships. And hopefully I will manage to get out a talk about relationship for the winning the Game of Life with Wana series. So it's important that you pay attention to the person you want to have a relationship or are already in a relationship with, because relationships are not about getting together, they are about staying together. And you need to think in the long term and how that person and that relationship is going to be 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, not now. So get to know the person you're in love with and be mindful, as I was saying, of the fact that women from the Virgo star sign are family orientated and motherly people. They like to help, they like to be of assistance. Also, you need to pay attention, because sometimes you can get confused. What I'm trying to say is, they like to assist and to help. It's in their nature, and it can be that you may sometimes confuse their attention and help and support with love. So again, try to get to know the person you're attracted to or in love with. Very important. Another thing that you need to know if you love a Virgo woman is the fact that they are not very sure about what they want in respect of important decisions. They kind of know what they would like in their life, in their future, but they can't make their mind up. So they tend to be uncertain. So they also tend to change their mind fairly often. You don't have to get confused yourself. You just have to understand that they are confused, and you need to give them time and space and observe them rather than pushing and trying to get an answer. Observe them, see what they want. I also believe that they need, in February, they need to make a decision in respect of home, property, assets, investments, and about what they want to do for the future. Yes, so they will be turning inwards, and look for intuition, their own intuition, and understand what is best to do. So quite an important month in respect of love, to be fair, for everyone so far, everyone that I looked at. I will see if this applies for people who are already in a relationship with Virgo women, or who would like a relationship with Virgo. I believe it's more for those who would like a relationship with Virgo women, or are in a relationship that's not already very established. For those who are married or in an established relationship with Virgo women, the advice is exactly what I was saying earlier. You need to pay attention to their personality, understand how they function, give them time. You don't have to push for answers, for decisions. Give them time, let them do their own thing. They are very intelligent women, hardworking, family orientated, good mothers. So you can rely on them when it comes to the future. You just have to be patient enough for them to decide that that is the future they want. Now, looking at Virgo men, we managed. So I'm going to, if I remember, hopefully I will remember, and I'm going to put, when I edit the recording, I'm going to put on the side when it starts for men. So if you don't want to go through the whole lot, you can just skip to the men bit, especially since men don't have that much patience anyway, provided you would be a man in love with a Virgo woman and not a woman in love with a Virgo woman. Right, for those in love with Virgo men, what you need to know about them in the month of February, so what is going on with them in the month of February, is there is a lot of movement. They are looking at making some decisions and pushing forward in life, but let me see in what specific area of their life. I know this is love, but as much as we would like to force the insight to go in the direction that we want, we have to be wise and take it as is being given. So for example, and this is the best application I can use this example for, is with Virgo men. As much as we would like to know about love, we need to be aware of the fact that these men are workaholics. These men will spend most of their time working. So you won't see much of them, by the way. If you are in love with the Virgo man, you need to be aware of that. They like to make money. They like to be successful. They are fast thinkers. So they speak fast as well, and sometimes not even finish the sentence because they expect you to know what they are going to say. That's how quick they are in their intelligence. Anyway, let's have a look and see if this is love that they are looking at and thinking about in the month of February, because as I was saying, not everyone is thinking and focusing on love and relationships as much as we would like to know what is going on about that. If they are not into love and relationships, they are not into love and relationships, end of story. And what he's saying to me now is that Virgo men need to deal and find a solution and learn how to overcome a problem they have, a bad habit, an addiction. So there is something not quite right that's stronger than themselves, whether it's partying, drinking, even working too much, as I was saying, even being workaholics. That's not necessarily healthy. So Virgo men will be focusing and become aware of the fact that they need to focus on finding a solution to overcome a bad habit, and they will have to learn how to do that, and they will have to also become a bit more spiritual, because they don't really have time for spirituality. Doesn't mean that they are not spiritual or they don't believe, they just don't pay attention, they don't stop. So what do you need to know if you are in love with a Virgo man for your specific situation? Obviously, I can give you accurate answers if you have a private personal reading and I tune into your energy and their energy and see what the future would hold for the two of you. However, for women or men, all people, as much as it can be general but specific at the same time, to avoid confusion, for people who are in love with Virgo men, when it comes to your relationship with them, you have to be aware of the fact that it can be quite an unsettling kind of relationship, at least at the moment in February, because I don't feel that these people are ready to settle down and take on the responsibility of a long-term relationship yet, because they will become aware that they have something else on a more personal level, more intimate, more about themselves, that they need to deal and address before they will be able to take on the long-term relationship. They need to be honest. Some honest conversations have to happen, and also they need to move towards it with determination and passion. Be dedicated to what they want to achieve, and the same for your relationship or the potential of your relationship with them. Truthful communication has to take place in order to avoid disappointment. So put it all on the table when it comes to plans about future and relationship. Is different, completely different to Virgo women if you listened to that part as well. With women, you need to let them do their own thing, watch them, be patient, and they'll make their mind up. They'll change their mind, but they again will come back. You will see, you just need to observe them. However, with men, you need to do the opposite. You need to speak to them openly and see what their plan is, what stage they are at, and then you will know whether you want to take this on or not. It's not saying you can't, it's just advising you, be careful, it's not an easy job. So I hope it helps if I do it this way. The love readings, the specials, the Valentine specials will be by your star sign, because at that point we want to look at what you need to know for yourself, guidance in respect of the future of your love life. Or if you want something else, let me know, get in touch, comment, like if you do like the way I work, obviously share for other people to benefit, subscribe if you like to be notified about the other videos that I'm going to upload. And until I see you next time, lots of love everyone.